while we've talked abstractly about the fact that people buy things for emotional reasons, we have not yet talked about what those emotional reasons actually are. So very simply, here is a list of reasons why people buy or engage with content or copy. To be liked, to be appreciated, to be right, to feel important, to make money, to save time, to make work easier, to be secure, to be attractive, to feel sexy, to be comfortable, to be distinctive, to be happy, to have fun, to gain knowledge, to be healthy, to gratify curiosity, for convenience, out of fear, out of greed, out of guilt. An ad like this food delivery brand appeals to the desires parents have to be more comfortable, to save time, to be happy, and to have convenience. All that in a name and tagline. A classic longer form ad like this one for Pepsodent introduces an at the time unique explanation for a problem people were facing: film on their teeth being responsible for decay. It also uses a gimmick, a 10-day trial period, to get people's attention and urge them to take action. But what are the real emotional reasons why people responded to this ad? It confirmed prospects' notions and appealed to their desire to be healthy and attractive, and their fear of ruining their teeth. But like we've been saying, a lot of these appeals can be indirect too. Look at this ad for Lego. Lego is normally a kid's toy, but an agency copywriter sitting in a cubicle in an office tower somewhere probably wrote a creative deck with the words, "Photograph of a middle-aged man playing with a new Lego set." Why? Because it gives the target market a simple emotional reason to buy. Playing with Legos is fun. Anyway, the list of reasons people take action is not comprehensive, but it'll take you quite far in your career. Honestly, for most copywriters, it is unlikely you will ever need to think of anything else.
Now, as you read more ads, you will discover many failed and unsuccessful ads have a mismatch between the emotional reasoning in the copy and the desires of the prospects. For example, the brand Bucked Up sells supplements like testosterone boosters to stereotypically masculine men. But then they released an ad with this creative, featuring two products: Rut, a testosterone booster, and Buck Naked, a fat-burning supplement, surrounded by flowers and sort of parodying copy you typically see for women's shampoo. Christ, what emotional appeal is this ad even making? The hyper-masculine desire to feel secure, attractive, and sexy? Is it trying to be funny and ironic? Whoever wrote this ad should have taken this course. Get it out of here.